Welcome back, Gaming King family, to another F1 Clash video, and we're here for part 2 of the New Year's opening round. Happy New Year's to those of you, to everyone, as a matter of fact. uh, and yeah, let's jump into it. Alright, so we've been doing good so far. I would say we scored 165 from our first 4 races. If you did not check that video out, make sure you go and check it out. So you see how we did our first 4 races. We had some great races, I could say, in there. So we've been trying to hold that 40 average there. So for right now, we're right on it, and hopefully for these last 4 races, we can get that 40 average. So this next race is going to be 62% chance of rain. So we're going to be switching out Lewis Hamilton for Lando Norris in this one. So if it's wet, we should get a good performance from Norris in the wet compared to what we would get with Lewis Hamilton. All right, because it's 62% chance of rain, and it's our first 51% it is, and it's our first aspect of rain, so I expect it to be wet. All right, let's see what we could do. Here we go for our first race on Japan. Let's see if it's going to be wet qualifiers. That's why we switched in Lawrence. So let's see if it paid off or not. Alright. Yep, there it is. Wet qualifiers. I mean, it was the first aspect of rain. So if it wasn't like a wet qualifiers and a wet race, then that would be very crazy. And there we go. Lando Norris P11, Verstappen P8. Then it's going to be dry into wet. So we're going to kick it off with medium tires for both drivers. We're going to give Verstappen, I want to give him the tune so he gets a faster pit stop. As for Lando Norris, we want to give him, I want something with tires and wetness. Ooh, the Dragon, where is it? Where is it? Dragon, hurry, hurry, hurry. Ooh, we're late. We're late. We're late. The Dragon is what I wanted for tires and wetness, but we're late. Alright, fast start method. See if Verstappen can hold that inside line. He got pushed back a little bit. Now he's up to P7 though. Can he hold? We see Lando Norris up to P10, trying to hold P10. As we see Verstappen trying to switch lanes to go to the inside. Alright, let's cut down here so he takes that inside line. Ooh, not good. Lando Norris all over him with no boost, and he has boost. Come on, Max, do better than that. Let Lando showing you up like that. Alright, so 2 minutes to rain, so we're going to do 4 laps on these mediums. We need to cross the line at 75%. There we go, 74% it is. So we're good to do 4 laps on conserve. We can't boost any at all, or else we're going to lose more tire management that we want to go around for that 4th lap, unless we're going to switch and do 3 laps with one driver. But the rain is not going to be coming in 3 laps, so 4 laps is the best option. So we'll just let them conserve and do their 4 laps. As we see George Russell on softs, Pierre Gasly on softs, squeezing, trying to squeeze in front there. But he'll be doing 3 laps, then going to pit. So he's going to be going to regular tires. All those that are going to be doing 3 laps, all those soft tires that are going to be doing 3 laps are going to be coming back out on regular tires before the rain. And then we're going to be coming out on wet tires and boost by them, as they'll be stuck on fresh regular tires in a wet race. And they're not going to be switching them right as the rain comes back. So we'll just cruise here and defend our position naturally. We see Norris glitching back in front, then losing it back to Hamilton. Verstappen lost to Gasly, and we're just going to keep cruising as they go to pit now. Verstappen up to P4, and or Norris up to P9. Alright, so there goes that wet box. That's saying it's going to be wet, box, box, box. And we're going to now box for wets, which we're going to be boosting these wets to finish for 3 laps. As you can see, 3 to 5 on these wets. and 3 to 5 for Lando Norris, 3 to 4 for Lando Norris, but he still can get 3 laps on boost on these wets. All right, so let's boost our Hamilton in from here, so he gets a nice fast pit stop for these wets. Track is still not wet as yet. 7 seconds before the rain starts. 3.41 with the tune boost, that gives you 4 pit stop, and 4.12 with no boost for Lando Norris. Now we should be the only cars in front with wet tires. So this should be a 1-2 race for us. All right, because we're the only cars on wet tires. If we see P2 and P3 go to pit, they're going to be on wet tires. Let's watch them. All right, they did not pit. They did not pit, so they're going to be on regular tires. So when they do go to pit, we should go by. Now 26%. There it is, 26%. Now our drivers should be picking up positions. We should be squeezing through all of these guys, but we still see Norris blocked up behind Alonso, getting stuck here, as we should be squeezing by. Now he's squeezed by Alonso and Hamilton. Now we squeezed by Gasly, and we should be going by all these guys because they're on regular tires and we're on wets. All right, so it's a matter of can or Alonso. There we go, Verstappen already up in P1. Can or Alonso squeeze by and make up some places before these guys go to pit and put on some wet tires. But we see our Norris getting stuck here, here and there. He's making up the positions, but he's getting stuck here and there. And so P3 and P5 got to pit to wets. Come on, squeeze by him, squeeze. There we go. So we only have Lewis Hamilton in front of our Norris, who's on wet tires because he just pitted. All right. So the P2 driver, which is AI Norris, should be on regular tires. So if we could, oh, it's Russell. So if we squeeze by George Russell here, we should be able to pick up to P2. Squeeze by. There we go. We got the inside line. Nice drive from Lando Norris with no boost at all. It's a beautiful drive. So we should be able to squeeze by AI Norris. Ooh, we took that corner a bit. Ooh, there we go. We took that corner a bit wide, but we still came back to squeeze by AI Norris, as he should have been out of tires. As you can see there, he's on mediums with 0 tires, so he lost at least 2 positions to finish in P. Sorry, pardon me there. To finish in P4. All right, so there we go. P1, P2. Nice. It's a great use of the weather there to our advantage, and our drivers did not get stuck as much as we saw them getting stuck in previous races. I think they flowed through the pack a little bit smoother than they regularly do there in that race. All right, so let's take a quick look at the rival as he completes his race, and then we'll jump into the next one. Alright, so there we go. Verstappen pulling the fastest lap. And there is the rival. We had the higher team score. And yeah, let's jump into the next race. Here we go for the next race. So we are on Abu Dhabi for this one. And we switch back out Lando Norris for Lewis Hamilton, as this one is completely dry. And then we'll be using Lando Norris for the next two, as those has aspect of wet in them. Alright. So let's go see what we could do here at Abu Dhabi. Nice qualifiers here. P9, P13. We'll take that. So we're going to go mediums with Lewis. And we're going to go for the Eagle. That gives some form of grip. For Verstappen, we want to go for corners and tire management. So we're going to go for the Taurus. Let's go. Start off with the boost and the fast start method. And let's see if our drivers can pick up some position. Verstappen squeezing in there already up to P6. Can he hold? Yes, he can. Lewis Hamilton, on the other hand, ooh, got a super block on that corner, so we could cut that off him. he got a super block on that corner and lost so much position that it's not even funny. The amount of position Lewis Hamilton just lost. So we'll boost through the slide, pick up a position, cut back down, boost back through the slide, pick up another position, then cut back down. All right, as Verstappen is out there in P6, so it's jammed up. Ooh, we lost another position that we picked up through the slide as it was jammed up. Whenever it's jammed up like this, you have to be on the driver that's in the jam to give boosts, or else he's gonna lose positions. Come on. All right, we're gonna run him through the slide here. See if he can slide through and pick up some position. Nope, no slide that time. We're gonna run him through this slide. No slide that time either. All right, so we'll cut him back down, boost him back up. All right, so we'll have to go long with Lewis. We want to go for 5 laps. We're down 5% for 5, as it's 20% per lap. As for Verstappen, we want to go for 4 laps with him and come back to mediums and go to finish. All right, so we'll let him drive normally. We're not going to boost Lewis anymore. We're just going to let him drive normally. He's down to P20 because we'll have to go very long with him to pick up back all those positions that he lost on that first corner. He left from P13 to P19, so he lost 5 positions there. We want 40% across the line. He has 37, so he's still good to go. And we're gonna go to pit now with or Verstappen. We can boost him from here. Lewis is still good to go for 5 laps. Or we could just bring him in now for mediums and boost those mediums to finish. Now we're gonna go for the 5. 20%, so he's gonna run out of tires right about that corner. Right as he's about to go into pit, he's gonna run out of tires. But we'll go and extend that lap, and then we'll bring him back to pit for softs, so he can boost to finish. Those on hards who has not pitted as yet, Verstappen should pick them up. As we let Lewis continue to go, he got stuck in the slide there. So that's not good for Lewis at all to get stuck in the slide. All right, we have 5%, 4, 3, 2, and we're gonna make it right at 1 to boost him in. So we didn't lose any time to tires. And he's gonna come back out now at P19, P20. All right, so he's back out at P20 and he's boosting to finish. He should be able to make his way through some of those hard tires. Oh, it's hards, and we've seen in previous races that hard tires has been holding up softs. How? I don't know, don't ask me. I don't know how hards are holding up softs, but we've seen in previous races that softs are not overtaking hards at all. All right, so we'll just keep letting him push. As you can see, we're stuck on Nicholas Latifi on his hard tires while we're on softs. Stuck, can't pass. So yeah, I don't know if there's something with the hard tires, but it's not allowing the soft compound to go past easily at all. The hards are holding up really strong compared to the softs. There we go, squeezing by the rival. We're now up to P12. Final lap, and we have a few guys on hards. Now we're squeezing by a few. Verstappen finishing the race in P2, nice. Can Lewis finish in the points? At least P10. At least P10, Lewis. Can you? Perez on hards, holding off Lewis here. Last chance, down the inside. Yep, but Perez not having it at all. Alright, so P through P11 for that race. Lewis Hamilton got a bad start. So he made a good little comeback though, to make up some places, to put up a score of 37 points. Alright, so let's take a quick look at the rival and jump on into our next race. There we go. We wanted to do the 4-4 with Lewis, but because of the bad thing, we had to go for the 5-3. The bad start on turn 1 where he got blocked out and lost so much positions. Let's jump into the next one. Here we go for our next race. We're on Zandvoort, Netherlands for this one. 30% chance of rain here, so we've switched in Lando Norris for this race and the final race, as these two races have aspects of wet. So if it's a wet qualifiers, Lando Norris should do better than Lewis Hamilton. As we see, it's a wet qualifiers here, so we should see Lando doing nice and close to Verstappen. Alright, so P9, P11, we'll take it. Alright, and it's going to be dry into wets. Alright, so we're going to go mediums for Lando Norris, and we'll keep Verstappen on those softs. We're going to play tires, corners for Verstappen, and then we're going to go for wets. We don't need to go for tires as Lando Norris has good tires, so we're going to go cranberry. First time I'm using the cranberry boost. Let's go see how that performed with Norris. Fast start method. Nice inside line from Verstappen. Can he take the inside of this corner? Nope. He got stuck on the outside. Lando Norris got blocked in. Verstappen picking up to P6 though. Let's cut those off. Let's give some support as Hamilton tries to overtake Verstappen. See if we can squeeze on these Ferraris, which is team ordering each other as well. Right, we didn't get them. Right, we'll cut down, cut down, cut down. Alright, so we want to let Verstappen go for 4 laps, so it will be 25% per lap. And we're crossing the line at 72%. So we're good to go for 4, I would say. Now we picked up that Ferrari. We're just going to let them drive. Gotta be more careful with Norris. Alright, so we're going to use Norris boost down the straight as we want him to do 4 laps, not 5, and he can go up to 5. So we're going to use him to boost down the straights to see if he can pick up positions. As we'll let Verstappen go. So we don't want to go all those on softs. We'll be going to pit on the 3rd lap. We'll be going on to regular tires before the rain comes, as the rain is going to start in that 4th lap. So we're going to boost Lando Norris down the straight here. See if he can pick up any positions. Then we're going to continue. Alright, so we picked up the rival Norris, and then we're cut back down. So we're going to time it to go to pit when the rain starts. So we should be like the only cars on wets when the rain starts, just like that Japan race. Let's go boost Norris again here, and we'll just let Verstappen drive normally. There we go. Alright, now we're going to go and put in our go to pit orders for those wet tires. For those wets. And these guys should be pitting on regular tires. They're not going to be pitting to wet because the rain has not started yet. And let's cut back down Norris there. As we go to pit, we should get a fast pit stop with Verstappen, so we shouldn't stock. And we continue to push. Let's push Norris so he doesn't lose. Alright, he lost it. So Ricardo, 3, 2, 1. Right at the pit entrance is where Verstappen is out of tires. He's going to lose a little bit of time on his entrance, but he's out before, so he's going to be the only car up ahead on wets. Ooh, we see other cars pitted in front of Verstappen who's on wets. There we go. Ooh, Hamilton. What kind of exit was that? P18. He was like way up. But Norris, I should say, he was like way up on the exit. Now he jogged back to P18, but he should be able to make his way through the pack as we boost both drivers to finish here. Nice inside line from Lando Norris, trying to overtake Ricardo as well. Ricardo is on wet tires, him and Perez. So we'll have to try and get them down the straight as they struggle to get overtake. Even the AIs are struggling to overtake cars on regular tires. Latifi on regular tires blocking the road, giving a hard time for Ricardo to overtake. So now we're on cars with wet tires, so we're behind Perez with wets. So let's see if we can sneak by Perez here with the cranberry boost. That gives you consistency and 5 wetness ability. So our wetness should be stronger than Perez wetness here, and we have some overtaking to go along with it. But Hamilton blocking up Perez. He's on regular tires and then he blocks us up. So not as smooth as the previous race was, where we saw our drivers just made up the positions and got by those on wets really fairly quickly. Verstappen out in P1 to finish the race. So we see those on regular tires still blocking a bit. Now we got by Perez. Nice. And we see Verstappen on mediums holding out P3 to the finish line. He blocked up P4 and P5 there and held them off to the finish line on his medium tires. And that should not be. Those guys should have passed Verstappen on those mediums, but what are you going to do? It is what it is. Alright, so let's jump on into our next race. We managed to get that 40 points. Let's take a quick look at the rival. And then we'll jump into our next race as we wait for his Norris to finish his race. Then we'll jump into that final race of the video. Alright. Alright, so there we go. Managed to pull the fastest lap as well. So one thing I've noticed that I have not matched any rival that's using the event drivers this event, as the event drivers are no use at this point. So we're only happy to get the fireworks boost in this event. That's all. Here we go for our final race of the video. We are on Imola, Italy for this one. Let's see what kind of qualifiers we get, and what we could do here is wet. So yep, so Lando Norris should be nice and close to Verstappen. So I expect a P9, P11 finish again, qualifying again. Oh, P10, P11 this time. All right, no problem. And it's going to be a dry race. All right, so we're going to go for mediums. Let's go softs with Verstappen. We're going to go for high tire management with Verstappen. And then we're going to go for high tire management with Norris. All right, let's go. Start off with the fast start method. So we're doing 5 laps and 4 laps. Let our drivers go and see if they can pick up any positions. Lando Norris up, Verstappen up to P7 down the inside. He goes. We'll cut that off now. And we'll cut that off now. We'll cut him down there and cut him down there. Alright, so we want to go for the maximum 4 laps with Verstappen, and we want to go for the maximum 5 laps with Lando Norris. Alright. And then we're going to boost to finish from there. So we're doing 4 with Verstappen. We should pass the line with 75. Alright, so we're right there at the 70 mark. So we're good to go. And we wanted to pass the line with the 75 with Norris as well. And we crossed with 75 with him. So we're good to go for 4. As long as we don't boost them any at all, we're good to go for 4 and 5 laps here. Alright, so we're going to go for 4 with Verstappen, come back to mediums, and boost those mediums to finish. Then we're going to go for 5 with Norris, come back to softs, and boost those softs to finish from there. Alright, so that's the strategy we're going to be running here at Imola. As you can see, the cars are nice and tight. Nobody's pulling away too far. And that's how we want to see it, nice and tight all the time. So with nobody creating huge distance, whenever we go to pit, we'll be right there beside them so we could boost around and pick up those positions, as they should be going to pit now, and we're going to go around for another lap. So we should pick up some positions there, and those guys who pitted there will be doing a 2-stop strategy, while we're going to be doing a 1-stop strategy. Alright, so we're up to P3 and P7, and we're going to boost for Verstappen right from around that corner down there, not this one, right here. We're going to boost Verstappen into pit. Those who are on mediums, nobody in front of us on mediums, they're on hards. Alright, they're going to pit there, and we're going to just let Norris go around. He should take P1 and come back to softs with servicing. We don't have enough tires to boost him to create any distance, but there you see Verstappen back out in P7, and he's going to be boosting to finish from there. Alright, so Norris is the only car who is not pitted as yet, and he has a nice little distance. We're going to boost him right from this corner as well into pit. There he goes in, so he should get out before Verstappen comes around. Let's see if he does. Come on, Norris, on your way out, on your way out, out. Alright, so he got back out in P8, which is really nice, and we're going to be boosting him from P8 to finish as Verstappen continues to push. Alright, so what we don't want is or Norris to team order or Verstappen, who's up to P3 now. Nice, so he's moving through. Almost got P2 of AI Norris, but he'll get it eventually. And there goes or Norris in the background. Let's see if Verstappen can squeeze by AI Norris. There he goes. Now squeeze by Sainz. There we go. Alright, we're making our way, and Verstappen out in P1, so no team orders for him, as or Norris now to boost by these guys down the inside. What an overtake. Then it glitched us back, then it's glitched us back in the front. That was a crazy overtake there. It glitched us back, then it glitched us back in the front on that overtake. Crazy. Alright, so we just have Hamilton who's going to go to pit there, and there we go. P1 P2 for us. Great drive. We'll take that. 47 points in the end here, which is a great drive for us. Alright, so looking good. So let me know down in the comments how you guys are doing in your event. How is your opening round going? Hopefully you're getting some good matches and you're making up the positions that you want to make up and scoring some good points. Let me know down in the comments. Alright, also let me know if your drivers are suffering when they're on wet tires and the AIs are on regular tires, if they're stuck in and blocking up your drivers as well. Alright, so there we go, 47 points. So let's take a quick look at the rival, and then we'll see our final score. Hopefully tomorrow we can outperform this score. Alright, so there we go, we got the fastest lap as well, and there we go. So team score not as high above the rival. And there we go. Alright, so that's basically going to be it for this one. Use code word event down below to let me know that you made it to this portion of the video, and once again, happy New Year's to everyone, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. There we go, so 336, so hopefully we can best that tomorrow. Will be nice. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace. All good, guys. Bye. Shout out to Marco Pedrana, Vid Mantis, Christopher Graves, Alfredo Jr., and Touch My Dilly.